Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting on a Fan, and yes, the fan is on. Right now the time is approximately 8:47 p.m. and the current date is Saturday, July 27th, 2019. The sun is currently in Leo, sign of the Lioness, and the moon is waning in Gemini. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about actually, I wanted to give all of you an update on my 500 subscribers giveaway. It's been a while since I've talked about it, and the last time I checked, I currently have 425 subscribers. As I may have mentioned in previous videos, and as I mentioned in the first video that I made about my subscriber giveaway, my 500 subscribers giveaway, which I will link in the description box below, is that sometimes the number changes. I could go from having 425 subscribers to 424, 423. I don't know why that happens, and I've been unsuccessful in finding out, as has my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos. So I'm gonna basically say, okay, you know what, I don't know why this happens, and I've tried to find out, and I've been unsuccessful, and whatever. So, essentially, whoever the 500th subscriber is, or becomes, that's the person who's gonna receive the following. Number one, a 15-minute reading with me, yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, for free. Number two, a crystal pouch with a minimum of 3 crystals, which are going to be focusing on what they desire. So let's say, for example, if my 500th subscriber wants a crystal pouch that focuses on spiritual growth and psychic development, it'll contain an amethyst and a moonstone and a clear quartz. Of course, I'm going to go with my divine guidance. My divine guidance may give me a whole list of different crystals for that particular purpose. So that'll give you an idea. And I'm being told by the great goddess, or as some of you say, spirit, 3 or 4 crystals, so it just depends. And who knows, I may even include a crystal that corresponds to your astrological sun sign. And the third item is going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise for you, it's going to be a surprise for me. Now, the only caveat to all of this will be, I'm going to wait a week. Meaning that, let's say, one day I wake up, and according to YouTube, I have 500 subscribers. Right on the nose, 500. So let's see what happens in a week. If, let's say, after 3 days it goes down to 499, then I'll find out whoever the 500th one is. Or I'll see whoever the 500th one is, and then give that person those items unless the number decreases again. Again, I don't know why this happens. It's a little frustrating that I have been unsuccessful in finding out, but, that's life sometimes, right? Right. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to give all of you an official update on that, and also officially share what the 500th subscriber is going to receive. And I'm very happy with the giveaway gifts. I really thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I would happily receive this. Yeah. And of course, when it comes down to 1,000 subscribers, then I'll have a whole other set of goddess-graced gifts, as I call them. Now, lately I haven't been listening to a lot of music. I've been doing a lot of reading, I've been doing a lot of journal writing, I've been watching a lot of videos online, catching up with my shows. One of my favorite people on the planet, Swan of Dreamers, turned me on to a show on Netflix called The Fall, which stars Gillian Anderson, who portrayed Agent Scully on The X-Files. It's so funny because I remember watching Season 1, Episode 1 of The Fall And I'll admit it, I saw elements of Agent Scully in Stella Gibson. But by season 1, episode 2, oh no, she is not Agent Scully. No, 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 no. She is Stella Gibson. And for those of you who watch The X-Files, if you watch The Fall, you know. Oh yes, you know that by season 1, episode 2, that's not Agent Scully. No, no, no. But I have been spending a lot of time with a lot of books. And one of the books that I'm going to be using for my upcoming Great Goddess Circles is The Goddess Guide. Now, I happen to love this book because it was written by Priestess Brandy Osset. Brandy Osset has led various courses with Mother House of the Goddess. And of course, I rave about them online, I rave about them offline. I love what the Mother House of the Goddess offers. I love how reasonably priced their courses are. I love that Kimberly Moore, who is the living goddess who founded Mother House of the Goddess, periodically offers free guided meditations. You know, it's so funny because, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, you know, a lot of us have grown accustomed, especially online, to things being free. Now, listen, I have nothing against anything being free. Sometimes free works for one's schedule, sometimes it doesn't. Recently I received an email from somebody who was offering a free animal course if people registered before a certain calendar date. And the crazy thing was I could not register for free for the life of me. And I was like, and in the back of my mind I'm like, why don't you email this person and let her know that you're having difficulty registering for free? And I was like, you know what? I don't want to be bothered by it. You know, first of all, it's not like I need a course on the metaphysical symbology of animals. It would have been nice to participate in it, but technically I'm participating in 3 online courses, officially 2, and I really didn't want to add a 4th, because I'm already busy enough as it is. You know, and with a lot of the things that are coming up for me, it would have just been too much for me to handle and too much for me to focus on. And now more than ever, journal writing has become a very important activity for me. So I really have been making the time for journal writing a lot more than I have in a very long time. So I really didn't want my journal writing to be impeded. I didn't want there to be I didn't want there to be any additional busyness to get in the way of me maintaining a journal writing practice. But for now, I will say that I highly recommend Mother House of the Goddesses courses. They're wonderful, they're well researched, they're well thought out. The people that lead the various courses with Mother House of the Goddess are wonderful. They're just wonderful. And I just realized, technically, I am participating in the 4th one. I had forgotten about it, but then I'm like, oh wait a minute, that's right, I am participating in the 4th one. So, participating in the 5th one really would have been too much of a distraction. The Goddess Remembered, the Great Goddess Remembered, and I'm actually getting a headache thinking about this. So yeah, I'm glad that I'm not participating in a 5th one. But I'm happy with the other 4. I need to make time for 2 of them. One I have ignored completely because I've just been so busy preparing the next few months for me. A lot of great things are happening for me in August and September and October, and I'm just like really excited about all of it. But that's for a future video, for another time, and all that other good stuff. But as always, YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Actually, before I go, let me make sure that my awesome audiovisual person does a close-up of this book. Earth to awesome audiovisual person, if you could do a close-up of this book, I would appreciate it so, so much. So I love this book. One of the thing that I love most about this book are the appendices, and I'll just quickly go through some of them. So you have the goddesses that correspond to different attributes. For example, solar magic, magical arts, longevity, life, knowledge, learning. Then you have color rays. Of course, you have seasonal correspondences. You have goddesses that are listed with regards to the elements. Earth, the arcane elements. Earth, fire, water, and air. The wheel of the year, very important. From Yule all the way to Samhain. Yes. Then you have Maiden Mother Crone, of course. Regions and cultures. So Africa and the Middle East. Asia and India. Central and Eastern Europe. The Mediterranean. Northern Europe and the Celtic realms. Pacific Islands and Australia. The Americas. And then you have an extensive bibliography. Well, I think it's extensive, but anyway. And then you have an index. Wonderful book. She's written other books. I have yet to purchase any of them, but I know they're wonderful because she wrote them. But yeah, if you have a copy of the Goddess Guide, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Anyway, now it is official, YouTube. Thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. I wish all of you blessings of health and healing, wholeness and peace and prosperity to you and yours. And good night.